My name is Nutren. I'm applied to for the unit manager position at Sunstone Healthcare Group. I bring in extensive experience in the healthcare management with over 10 years of managing the acute and long-term care staff. My objective today will be to outline my leadership style, give example of relevant experience, and point out how it reflects the value and the goal that Sunstone Healthcare Group has set.
What is your leadership style? Can you give a few examples of this in action?
My leadership style, um, collaborative and transformation. I was empower my member by engage them in decision making, and foster their continuous professional development, elevate their capacity. In my previous job, I had the institute of the monthly team meeting where each member could suggestion for the improvements. This led to the new initiative such as inflammation, patient monitoring system, and greatly improved the health outcome and efficiency. I also um, um, engineer the mentorship program for new staff that significantly enhance to the turnover rate and the job satisfaction. The concept is simple. Match seasoned member with new hire guide them through help and be there for the assistant. That make one feel important and part of the team, improve engagement and performance.
Tell me a time when you face conflict or disagree with a coworker or leader.
Um, um, I I recall case from my previous job where I difference from the coworker and concerned patient care. He wanted to be more conservative in treating this patient, while I thought this more proactive approach should be administrated. This was fixed by setting up the private meeting to bring out the perspective, and then I would listen actively his concern. By confusing on the common goal of the patient welfare, we would find a compromise that involved both the idea for the improvement, patient care, and bring out the message for open communication and respect for one order. I rely from this patient result from the empathy, and there had to be based on the reaching a middle ground in the time of conflict.
Tell me a time when you were faced with a problem and successfully solved it.
One the major issue I encountered was outbreak of the sudden infection, which entail an emergency response to contain further spread and ensure the patient safety. I arranged all the need measure with the expert regarding infection control and plan strict quarantine procedure for them. I also provide training of staff regarding infection prevention practice. The effort helped us to contain the outbreak within 48 hours and review our policy for the infection control in case of such an event of the future. This experience taught me speed in the decisions making, um, integrate teamwork during the crisis, and exposed to my capacity to handle the gruesome problem under the pressure.
Tell me a time when you faced a staffing shortage, either from a leadership or employee situation. What were your actions related to being understaffed?
Um, amid the severe Amid the severe flu season, our units experienced significant shortage due to the illness and quite significantly endangered patient care and the well-being of staff. I assess the clinical need of the unit, priority, prioritize, I mean, priority, essential tasks, distribute tasks among the available staff according to skill and strength, and communication transparently what was happening with team. I also call the inputting staff, personally cover the clinical shift, and coordinate with the HR to hire of the temporary staff. Mm, by ensuring everyone understood their role and importance of their contribution, we would retain service quality until the additional staff could be um, um, recruited to maintain team moral and patient care standard.
What is your strategy to retain employees and maintain morale on the unit?
Um, Employee retention and moral are the critical to the success of the any healthcare unit, and my strategy focus on the creating supportive and engaged work environments. This includes regularly recognizing and celebrating team achievement, offering opportunity for the professional role through the training and career advancement program, to maintain open communication channel where the employee can voice their concern and suggestion, promoting the health work-life balance by providing flexible schedule option also help ensure that employee feel valued and appreciate, leading to higher retention rate and overall more morale. By fostering the culture of the recognition and support, employee more likely to stay committed and perform their best.
How do you offer feedback to employees?
Give the feedback is the one most critical role of the leadership. The way I provide feedback is constructive, specific, and focused on behavior and outcome rather than the personal attribute. I arrange bi-weekly meeting and personal feedback using the sandwich method, starting with the positive feedback, then concentration area the improvement, and finally closing of the meeting with the encouraged support. These methods ensure that support well received and the correct, corresponding positive journal. For instance, the punctuality issue concern the not have been addressed using this approach, demonstrating tremendous impact on his performance and entire team efficiency. This strategy not only help the correcting and problem but also lay a foundation for the established trust supported relationship with each team member.
Give an example of how you embrace cultural differences and diversity in your team.
In my previous role, I managed a culturally diverse team that worked ex- explicitly, embrace and celebrate our differences. These include organization, culture, competent training sessions to train the employee to the different culture, to promote sensitivity and allow for the celebration of the various culture holiday and the events that also team member can take the part traditional and learn from one order. It's create atmosphere where every member of the team will value and appreciate for the background, in the turn elevating bonding and communication among the team member toward the better care. um, patient being proactive about diversity and inclusion. The team help um, leverage leverage diverge perspective and spirit toward creative solution, um, in harmonious work environments.
How would you approach an underperforming employee?
Addressing underperforming is based on understanding underlying reason for such as our current um, outlining that in the private and empathetic conservation ethically goals achievable by standard provide all necessary help and resources and enable him to do so. This is followed by regular follow up on the process with the opportunity for the further assistance if required. This worked well for the nurse who could manage her time with it was understood that some additional training and support were needed turned out very effective and their performance improved to benefit both patient care and team dramatic um, um, in bringing out issues constructively and providing continuous support employing realizing their potential and work on contribute positively to the team.
How would you approach an angry client?
Dealing with the angry client requires patience, empathy, effective communication. Um, remain calm and composed. Listen actively to their concern without interrupt, and acknowledge their feeling while apologize if appropriate. I work with the client find a satisfactory resolution and ensure follow-up with action are taken to prevent recurrence. This approach helps de-escalate the recent situation where the client was upset about treatment delay, restoring their trust and satisfaction by providing timely solution and follow-up care by addressing client concern promptly and empathically. I ensure their issue resolved effectively and maintain positive relationships with them.
How do you commit to professional development? Provide an example.
I am committed lifelong learning, regularly seeking opportunity to professional growing by attending workshop, conferences, of training sessions to stay updated industry train and best practice. Um, I complete the certification healthcare management would provide me with new strategy for improved patient care, operational efficiency. Additional, I encourage my team to pursue professional development opportunity and support their effort, fostering culture continuous improvement, excelling within units by staying current with industry advancement and encourage the same for my team. I ensure that we are always equipped with the last knowledge and skill to provide the highest quality care.
What would you do if you were presented with a process improvement project with ambiguous directions?
When faced with the ambiguous direction, I prioritize gathering information and maintain open communication to clarify objective and expectation. I recommend phase approach with the regular check-in to ensure the goals are in line, remaining flexible, adapted to change and new information. I will resend I will in the recent project with unclear initial direction. I have meeting with the key um, stakeholder and clarify objective and propose to face inflammation plans would allow us to success complete the project, met the desired outcome despite initial ambiguity. This approach This approach ensures that even with limited initial information, the project progresses effectively and achieves the intended result through collaboration and adaptability.